Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of the Streetlight Cardigan pattern. If you haven't already seen part 1, go ahead and go view that video and make the back panel before you follow along with this video. For this video, we're going to be making the front panels, and it is exactly the same as the back panel, it's just going to be smaller. So we also need to be making 2 of them, so make sure that you finish 2 panels before moving on to part 3. To get started, just do a slip knot, and then it's going to be exactly the same as the back panel, chain 11. So yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop on your hook, yarn over, pull through. Do this 11 times. All right, and once you have 11 chains, we're going to start row 1. So again, it's going to be exactly the same as the back panel. You have the loop on your hook and then the chain closest to the hook. We're going to skip that chain and make our first single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, do the same thing in the next chain, make a single crochet, and again into the next chain. And just do this all the way down the row. When you get to the end of the row, you should have a total of 10 single crochet. Okay, so I have 10 single crochet, and that completes row 1 of the ribbing of the front panel. So now we're going to start row 2, which is chain 1, 1 single crochet in the back loop only in each stitch across. It's just like row 2 of the back panel. So chain 1, turn your work, and now we're going to be working our single crochets into the back loop only. So make sure that you're not working it into the front loop. The front loop is the loop closest to you and the back loop is furthest away. So in that very first single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into the loop that's furthest away from you and just work a normal single crochet. Again, do it in the single crochet next to it in the back loop only. Again, into the third single crochet in the back loop only. And just do this all the way across the row. You'll have a total of 10 single crochet worked in the back loop only. And it just helps create this nice stretchy ribbing for the waistband of our cardigan. Okay, and that completes row 2. So in the instructions, it's rows 3 through 20, 22, 24, 27, just depending on whatever size you're making. Remember to only follow along with the size you're making. I made a size small, so I would make rows 3 through 22 is just to repeat row 2. So it's just like the back panel. Chain, turn your work, and work single crochet in the back loop only all the way across for however many rows that the pattern requires for your size. So I would make 22 rows because I made a size small sweater. So just be sure that you're only looking at the size required for what you're making. Okay, and at this point you should have all of the rows required for your size. So I made a size small previously and I have 22 ribbing rows on my finished sweater. For the sake of this tutorial, I just have a little mini version so that I'm not making every single row, but I'll show you here on my sweater what I did make. Your ribbing should look something more like this. It'll be longer. Double check and make sure you have the right row count. And now we're going to be working on the body of the front panel. So you can see it's just going to be one big rectangle. And we're actually making two of these, so you'll have two rectangles at the end. And these are just the front panels of your sweater. So I'll show you how to start the body of the panel. Again, it's the same exact thing as the back panel. So for row 1, we're now going to be working our stitches into the ends of the rows of the ribbing. Ignore the word ribbon because that's just a typo, so I'll have to get that fixed. So to start row 1, you just need to chain 2. And then our first stitch will be in that same area where you just made the chain 2 and finished your stitch from the last row. So insert your yarn over and insert your hook. Work your herringbone double crochet, just like you have been before. Again, work your next stitch into the end of the next row. And then again with your third stitch into the third row. And remember, it's not too important where you insert your hook in the ends of the row. I like to kind of stick my hook a little bit further down so that it has more stitch to hold on to and doesn't leave any gaps or holes. So just do this all the way down the row of your ribbing. Okay, and I just finished my first row. So your stitch count should be exactly the same as however many rows of ribbing that you had. So if you had 22 rows of ribbing, you should have 22 stitches. So just be sure to double check that and count how many stitches you have to be sure. And then to start the next row, just chain 2 and turn your work. And now you're going to be working your herringbone double crochet into the stitch from the row below. One stitch for every stitch from the row below. So just do the exact same thing. Work it all the way across, and when you get to the end, you should have the same stitch count. Your stitch count will not change at all throughout this whole panel. It'll stay the same. So there's no shaping in the front panels at all. It's just going to be 2 rectangles when you're finished. So just do this all the way down the row. All right, and then when you get to the end of the row, just be sure that you're not working your last stitch into the chain 2 from the previous row, because remember the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. It might look a little bit bumpy and might confuse you, but just be sure to work your last stitch into the stitch from the row below, not the chain. So your chain count or your stitch count should have stayed the same, and then you're just going to chain 2, turn your work, and then you're going to do this for however many rows that the pattern calls for your size. So I was making a size small, and I made 27 rows for my front panel, the same amount of rows that I made for my back panel. So if you lengthened your cardigan on the back panel, just be sure that you add the same amount of rows to the front panel that you did to the back. And then once you get to the end and made as many rows as your pattern size required, just yarn over, pull up a loop, and then go ahead and cut your yarn. I would pull through enough so that you have long enough to sew your pieces together. So leave a couple feet of yarn. And that's it. You should have both front panels made, and I'll be back with part 3 to show you guys how to make the sleeves.